And today we're going to make a hot lunch. This recipe is my creamy chicken pasta recipe, and I added broccoli to it. That recipe has gotten me over 1 million views on YouTube, and the reason is it's very inexpensive and it's absolutely delicious. This is a quick recipe I have modified so you can make it fast in your kitchen. So in the morning you can make a really quick, delicious, nourishing lunch that is full of flavor and will fill you up with great nutrition for the whole day long. Thank you, Vaya, for sponsoring this video. This is my new lunch box that's going to keep it hot all day long. The ingredients for the dish is chicken, and I always use the frozen kind because these are always in my refrigerator and they're very inexpensive per pound, about $2. Butter, broccoli, cream, mozzarella cheese, basil, and then noodles and water to cook it in. A little salt and pepper will help out too. To get to the finish line fast, turn your pot on high. Add 2 cups of water, and I like to give it a big pinch of salt to start with the seasoning. To make this lunch a full meal, I am adding broccoli because I want some vegetables with my pasta. So I cut the broccoli up in small pieces because it needs to cook fast. I use the stems too because they're full of nutrition. Boiled broccoli takes 8 minutes to cook, and that's about the same amount of time as a pasta. So this is my cheat in the morning for a quick lunch to make. So turn a skillet on high. I'm using about 6 ounces of chicken, and that's what this looks like. You can easily cut them up when they're frozen, so don't be scared to have a frozen piece of chicken for this recipe. I approve. This is going to shrink up and looks much bigger fresh. And then swab your butter on the bottom of that pan. 1 tablespoon. This is a 2 tablespoon clump of butter. And in goes chick. And flatten it out because you want the surfaces to get brown. There, we're going to let that cook about 3 minutes. Let's go over here to our boiling water. In goes 1 cup of pasta. Today it's white noodles. Give them a swish so they don't stick together. When it comes to reboil, that's when we add our broccoli. And stir that in. And step away from the seam so it can cook, but turn it down to medium. That way it won't boil off all the water. So let's add a little salt and pepper to season our chicken. I don't like too much pepper, that's enough. I can tell it's time for the flip because I see brown in the pan. So let's go with our 2 spatula method. That way you flip it like a pancake and the other side goes down in a big clump. And that helps you with more even cooking. There. While that's cooking, I'm going to chop up my basil. This recipe is amazing because it's made with inexpensive mozzarella cheese. I only really need 1 tablespoon of basil. I think I overdid it. This is going to go in the reserve pile for the garnish. That's been another 2 minutes on side B. It's done. So I'm turning the burner off. And as it's cooling down, I'm adding my butter. In total, that was 2 tablespoons. And a 1/2 cup heavy whipping cream. It comes in a carton like this. Don't be confused with the whipping cream you put on cakes and cupcakes. Stir that up and get all that flavor that's sticking to the bottom of the pan. To that, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of mozzarella cheese. And here comes the confetti, my chopped up basil. The citric flavor in the basil is what makes this taste like Parmesan. I'm telling you, this is my mock Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is 3 times as expensive as that mozzarella, so I figured out this recipe to feed my kids. It's delicious and it tastes just as great as a fettuccine alfredo with Parmesan. This is my cheat and how I raise my kids on a budget. Let's check our noodles. It's been 7 minutes. Look how pretty and green that broccoli is. And in 9 minutes, it'll be done. With this Tyffyn lunch pail, you want to keep it hot all day. So what I do is I use the hot water that's in the pot as my first line of preparing a super hot container because I want my lunch hot. And then back into the pot it goes. And now it's time to add the cream sauce into our pasta. Turn off the heat and mix it up. So keep stirring. Time to drain. This is the Vaya Tyffyn 600 milliliter lunch system. This particular model has 2 containers, And what I like about that is if I don't want to eat the second portion, I don't. I can save it for another time. By having an insulated lunch container, you don't have to work your way to the front of the microwave line. Those can be kind of long in offices at lunchtime. Each of these has a 1 1/4 cup capacity, which is 10 ounces. And if you wanted to, you could even portion off 4 different types of hot food because you get the separators with the kit. I'm filling it to the top though with my recipe. And on goes the lid with a snap. Lunch 1 and now lunch 2 for my friend. And into the carrying case it goes. And put the lid on top and fasten her up, both sides. They didn't have these years ago. I love this invention because it keeps my food hot for 4 to 5 hours, and if I had something cold in there, it would keep it cold as well. The insulation is amazing. It's spill-proof, and this technology is state-of-the-art. It comes in 3 different designs, so you can pick the one you like best, or the one that matches your outfit for the day. Making your lunch is so economical and so much more healthy than being at the mercy of somebody else preparing your food like a restaurant or buying a prepackaged meal. This recipe is about, 10 to 15 minutes in the morning to make if we use my tricks to get to the finish line fast. This lunchbox is reusable, made out of stainless steel. It's 100% BPA free, it's ecology friendly, and I love it for kids and adults. So click the link and get your Vaya Tyffyn, and they have larger sizes as well. Now it's time to try it. Voila. Oh, yum. Oh man, it's awesome. And the broccoli just makes it a little more healthy, so I would say you should add that. I'm Rebecca Brown. Subscribe to my channel and let's keep making great recipes, like a workday recipe or a really nutritious recipe that your kids will eat in the schoolyard.